I'm Ellie, a post-16 student from Outbridge. Our school is full of all these wonderful green spaces where we can watch nature thrive. So we had a thought, why not work with a local primary school to help them improve their green spaces? We are going to be working with Our Ladies Primary School from Prescott to help them improve their open spaces. Let's go meet them.
Okay, Year 6, I've got some really good news for you. We've decided that we're going to work really closely with Outbridge School and we're going to come up with some really good ideas on how we can improve our green spaces. I've met with Mr Melling from Outbridge and we've come up with some ideas that we're going to go to their school and they're going to come to ours. Any questions?
When will the project start?
We're meeting with the students of Outbridge here next week.
How many students will we be working with?
We're going to be working with about 8 to 10 post-16 students. I'm Mrs Sumner, Year 6 teacher at Our Ladies School in Prescott. When we first heard the idea about improving our green spaces around school, we were really excited. The children are really interested in the project and they've asked loads of questions and they can't wait to meet the Outbridge students and get started.
Students from Our Ladies are meeting with Outbridge students to finalise the plans. Let's see how they're getting on.
Good morning everybody, my name's Eric and I've come here today from Outbridge to help you to plan your space for horticulture. We should also look at making some things that will attract wildlife into your garden area.
Next was the planning stage. After discussing various ideas for the project, we went outside to measure up, look around and discuss the different areas that the raised beds, bug houses and bird feeders would go.
Okay, so where do you think the planters could go?
We then split into teams to decide who was making what.
Who wants to help make the planters? Good. Who would like to help make the bird boxes? And who'd like to help with the bug hotel? And who'd like to help with the bird feeders? We've got lots of willing helpers there. We've had a really productive morning this morning. We've met with the youngsters at Our Ladies and we've decided how many raised beds we're going to build, how many bird feeders, bug houses and bird boxes that we're going to make and where we're going to put them.
The products will be made here at Outbridge Woodwork Department. Let's see how they're getting on. Tell us a bit about what you've been doing today, Madam.
We're doing the bird boxes with Darren. We recycled plastic bottles to put bird seed in them.
What have you been doing today?
I've been painting the bug houses.
Right, you two, what have you been doing?
We've been doing some planters.
There's lots to do, but we need some help.
Once we had agreed the designs and how they would be made, we invited Our Ladies pupils down to help us with the production.
Oh, that's a great job. Should we get this out to the bus?
Right, everything made.
Let's go then.
Next we had to transport the products to Our Ladies and put them in place. The teams helped to unload the van and made sure everything was put in the right place. The bug boxes were placed in order to allow small insects to access them. The bird feeders were placed in trees and attached to posts to attract birds. And the planters were fixed into position, filled with soil, and the teams decided to plant a mixture of vegetables and flowers. Time for the last finishing touches before the official opening of the garden.
We'd like to declare Our Lady's beautiful new garden officially
open. Mr. Kerwin told me about how wonderful things were happening at Altbridge, how the students there had produced some wonderful horticultural work, and would I like to see it. From that time last year, we have got together. We have discussed a few things, and along with the wonderful work of staff in both schools, have come up with this beautiful garden.
But for me, the collaboration that's been apparent, I've just asked two of our youngsters what they've got from, I call them youngsters, they're young adults, what they've got from it the most, and it was actually working with the young children. They've enjoyed, Ellie and Lauren just told me, they've enjoyed the contact, being able to actually just work with the youngsters, that level of collaboration, that level of partnership. And then the outcome is something that is going to be fabulous, probably for years and years, if Mr. Melling's up to his task, to come in terms of the construction. And I'd like to echo my thanks to Mrs. Sumner and to Mr. Melling and to all of the youngsters, certainly year 6, who've taken part in this. I think it's, well, the outcome speaks for itself, and it will give pleasure to say to Our Ladies for years to come.
This project's been ongoing now for about a year, and what we've created today, this lovely garden, isn't the end. It's the beginning of a long and happy relationship with a group of pupils and staff in a very nice school, along with the students and staff from Altbridge, and I hope we can work together for a long time to come.
We've enjoyed every minute of it, and the pupils have got so much out of it.